Our society confuses love and lust. Unlike lust, God kind of love is directed outward toward others, not inward toward ourselves. It's utterly unselfish. When we fail to love, we break God's law. It's easy to say we love God when it doesn't cost us anything, no more than weekly attendance at our church service. But the real test of our love for God is how we treat the people right in front of us. We cannot truly love God while neglecting to love those who are created in His image. I'm inviting you to take a walk with me through the scriptures and let our love journey begin. Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God is one Lord, and you shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. And these words which I command you this day shall be in your heart, and you shall teach them diligently unto your children, and shall talk of them when you sit in your house, and when you walk by the way, and when you lie down, and when you rise up. And you shall bind them for a sign upon your hand, and they shall be as frontlets between your eyes. And you shall write them upon the doorpost of your house and on your gates. Deuteronomy chapter 6, verses 3 through 9. Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law? Jesus replied, Love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your mind. This is the first and greatest commandment. And the second is like it. Love your neighbor as yourself. All the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. Matthew chapter 22, verses 36 through 40. If anyone says, I love God, but keeps on hating his brother, he is a liar. For if he doesn't love his brother, who is right there in front of him, how can he love God, whom he has never seen? And God himself has said that one must love not only God, but his brother too. 1 John chapter 4, verse 7 through 21. Don't just pretend that you love others. Really love them. Hate what is wrong. Stand on the side of good. Love each other with brotherly affection and take delight in honoring each other. Never be lazy in your work, but serve the Lord enthusiastically. Be glad, for all God is planning for you. Be patient in trouble and prayerful always. When God's children are in need, you be the one to help them out. And get into the habit of inviting guests home for dinner, or if they need lodging for the night. If someone mistreats you because you are a Christian, don't curse him. Pray that God will bless him. When others are happy, be happy with them. If they are sad, share their sorrow. Work happily together. Don't try to act big. Don't try to get into the good grace of important people, but enjoy the company of ordinary folks. And don't think that you know it all. Never pay back evil for evil. Do things in such a way that everyone can see you are honest, clear through. Don't quarrel with anyone, but be at peace with everyone just as much as possible. Dear friends, never avenge yourselves. Leave that to God, for He has said that He will repay those who deserve it. Don't take the law into your own hands. Instead, feed your enemy if he's hungry. If he is thirsty, give him something to drink, and you will be heaping coals of fire on his head. In other words, he will feel ashamed of himself for what he has done to you. Don't let evil get the upper hand, but conquer evil by doing good. Romans, the 12th chapter, verses 9 through 21. Love is very patient and kind, never jealous or envious, never boastful or proud, never haughty or selfish or rude. Love does not demand its own way. It is not irritable or touchy. It does not hold grudges and will hardly even notice when others do it wrong. It is never glad about injustice, but rejoices whenever truth wins out. If you love someone, you will be loyal to him, no matter what the cost. You will always believe in him, always expect the best of him, and always stand your ground in defending him. All the special gifts and powers from God will someday come to an end, but love goes on forever. Someday, prophecy and speaking in unknown languages and special knowledge, these gifts, they will disappear. Now we know so little, even with our special gifts, and the preaching of those most gifted is still so poor. But when we have been made perfect and complete, when the need for these inadequate special gifts will come to an end, they will disappear. There are three things that remain: faith, hope, and love. And the greatest of these is love. 1 Corinthians, 13th chapter, verses 4 through 8. Who then can ever keep Christ's love from us when we have trouble or calamity? When we are hunted down or destroyed? Is it because He doesn't love us anymore? And if we are hungry or penniless or in danger or threatened with death, has God deserted us? No, for the scriptures tell us that for His sake we must be ready to face death at every moment of the day. We are like sheep awaiting slaughter. But despite all this, overwhelming victory is ours through Christ, who loved us enough to die for us. For I am convinced that nothing can ever separate us from His love. Death can't, and life can't. The angels won't, and all the powers of hell itself cannot keep God's love away. Our fears for today, our worries about tomorrow, or where we are, high above the sky, or in the deepest ocean, nothing will ever be able to separate us from the love of God, demonstrating by our Lord Jesus Christ when He died for us. Romans chapter 8, verses 35 through 39. There is a saying, love your friends and hate your enemies. But I say, love your enemies. Pray for those who persecute you. In that way, you will be acting as true sons of your Father in heaven. For He gives His sunlight to both evil and good, and sends rain on the just and on the unjust too. If you love only those who love you, what good is that? Even dishonest people do that. And if you are friendly only to your friends, how are you different from anyone else? Even the heathens do that. But you are to be perfect, even as your Father in heaven is perfect. Matthew chapter 5, verses 43 through 48.